and does not even fight his soul to practice what the Quran says. This is not the way how you seek treatment by the Quran. الاستشفاء بالقرآن بأمور ثلاثة بقراءته وتدبره والعمل به. Seeking treatment through the Quran. Allah said the Quran is a treatment and a cure. But how do you cure yourself by the Quran? The Sheikh now explains. Seeking treatment and curing yourself by the Quran is by three things. Reciting it, pondering and contemplating over its meanings, and acting upon it. Acting upon it. Allah says, الَّذِينَ آتَيْنَاهُمُ الْكِتَابَ يَتْلُونَهُ حَقَّ تِلَاوَتِهِ. Those whom we have given the book, they recite it the rightful recitation. أُولَٰئِكَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِهِ. Those are the ones who really believe in it. وَمَعْنَ يَتْلُونَهُ حَقَّ تِلَاوَتِهِ أي يقرؤونه ويفهمون معاناه ويعملون بمقتضاه ومن التلاوة العمل. The meaning of that, they recited the rightful recitation, Surah al-Baqarah 121. The meaning of this is that they recite it and they understand its meanings. And they know what it necessitates, what it leads you to. And from this is acting upon it. Reciting the Quran is not just reciting it. Rather, there has to be action. And this is why they say in Arabic, وَلِهَذَا يَقُولُونَ تَلَا فُلَانٌ فُلَانًا تَلَا فُلَانٌ فُلَانًا أي تَبَعَهُ فَلَا بُدَّ مِنَ الْعَمَلِ بِالْقُرْآنِ. The word which is used in the ayah is يَتْلُونَهُ حَقَّ تِلَاوَتِهِ. Now the Sheikh explains to the Arabic language that tala, the meaning of tala in Arabic is action. You follow somebody's action, following, not just reading. He says, so there's no way it is incumbent for us to act upon the Quran. And thus we see, paying attention to the Quran, reading it, and contemplating over its meanings, and practicing and actualizing it. This is the foundation of happiness. This is the foundation of success. And this is how we remove the stress and the anxieties and the grief. And that is why you find that the Prophet ﷺ finished this dua we're talking about by saying, أن تجعل القرآن العظيم ربيع قلبي ونور صدري وجلاء حزني وذهاب هم وغمي. When you ask, you say to Allah, oh Allah, I'm your slave, the son of your slave, the son of your female servant. I ask you by every name which is yours, which you named yourself, or you revealed in your book, or you taught one of your creation, or you hid it in the knowledge of the unseen with you. I ask you that you make the Quran and تجعل القرآن العظيم ربيع قلبي. To make the Quran the Rabi', and the Sheikh will explain what Rabi' means, the spring of my heart. وَنُورَ صَدْرِ, and the light of my chest. وَجَلَاءَ حُزْنِي, and the thing which wipes away my sadness. وَذَهَابَ هَمِّ غَمِّ, and the thing which will take away my stress and my anxiety and my worries. He says, if the Quran, this is what it's about in your heart, and this is what it's about on your chest, that is the light of your chest, and the Rabi', the spring of your heart, and the remove of your stress, of your sadness, and the one which takes away your stress and your anxieties and your worries, then will any other stress or any other hardship and distress find any way into your heart? Will they have any entrance or any pathway to enter your heart or your chest? La, of course no. By Allah, he says no. By Allah, no. Because the heart and the chest is built upon good khair. And the heart is a vessel. The heart is a vessel. When it is filled, when this vessel is filled by dhikr and by Quran and by knowing the greatness of Allah, there's no place for any other thing. But if it is weak, the iman in it is weak, and the dhikr is weak, you don't make dhikr so much, then its connection to Allah is also weak. And these things, meaning stress and anxiety and worries, will find a way into the heart. the Prophet ﷺ says that you make the heart, the Quran, the great Quran, the spring of my heart and the light of my chest. When he mentioned the heart, he mentioned Rabi', spring. When he mentioned the chest, he mentioned Nur, light. Because light, it enlightens or illuminates what is inside it, the opposite. Light encompasses everything. And then what comes from it. And then the Prophet ﷺ mentioned light for the chest, because light engulfs all of what is in the heart. The chest. The Prophet ﷺ said, make the Quran the light of my chest. If the chest has light, everything else will have light. Then Prophet ﷺ said, make the Quran the Rabi' of my heart, specifically. Rabi', it is the water which goes to the seeds, and it gives the seeds nutrients, and the seeds grow. So this will bring up the good. So in the heart, when the Quran enters your heart, it is like the Rabi', the water, the spring. You know, in spring, this is the season. After the winter is a spring, when everything grows. That is called Rabi' in Arabic. Here you say, make the Quran the Rabi', the spring of my heart. It's like that water which enters the ground and feeds the seeds, then they grow. So when the Quran enters your heart, it is like that Rabi'. It's like the example of the Rabi', the water, which brings about different types of roses and different types of gardens and crop and trees and different types of fruits, which there's nothing which is better than them and more beautiful than them or more good than them. And if it is spread, the Quran, which is now a light in the heart, in the chest, if it is spread in the chest, this light is spread in the chest, all of your life will be nuran wa diya'an, light and illumination. Then the Prophet ﷺ says, وَجَلَاءَ حُزْنِي, and the thing which wipes away my sadness, meaning it takes away the sadness, so nothing remains of sadness after the Quran is coming to the heart. This is by what? Treating yourself by the Quran. The Prophet ﷺ said, whoever says this dua, whoever is touched by a hardship, a sadness or a grief or a stress, and he says this dua, the Prophet ﷺ said, إِلَّا أَذْهَبَ اللَّهُ غَمَّهُ وَهَمَّهُ وَأَبْدَلَهُ فَرْحًا. Whoever says this dua, nobody says this dua except that Allah will wipe away his stress and his anxiety and his grief and will change it to happiness. And this is, the Sheikh says, this is the fruit. This is the outcome. He says then, this is a reminder about this blessed Adhkaar and these great du'as. And I ask and I counsel and I advise myself and my brothers to fear Allah, and that we always are constant about this Adhkaar from the Prophet ﷺ, and these du'as which have been established from him. We learn them and we study them and we revise them and we practice them. And I ask Allah Azza wa Jal by His names, by His beautiful names and by His noble attributes, that He wipes away and relieves all our stress and our anxieties, and that He gives us a way out from our hardships,